Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. The cool change that's been bringing welcome relief to southern and central Queensland is about to fuse with the unyielding heat of the tropics. So basically the whole state's going to get hot this weekend, culminating with thunderstorms late Sunday into Monday. The temp range in Bundaberg today was 13 to 27 degrees, an exceptionally cool start for November, but near enough to average at the top end. The trend was similar for most other stations. The satellite loop, as expected, is looking fairly quiet, but we can't shake off that middle cloud that seems to be blowing off the storms across central Australia. Every day it's been the same. They've been sort of making their way across and just stopping perfectly sunny days from being a little bit more cloudy. But in terms of rainfall, we've had virtually nothing in the last 24 hours, and the only thing we're going to get in the next day or so is just a couple of small inland storms. The more major storms will come probably late on Sunday. Let's have a look at today's chart. You can see that there's a deep low in the Tasman Sea. It's still directing that cooler southerly flow into Queensland with a high end behind it. Notice the isobars are further apart now though, so winds have dropped right off. On tomorrow's chart, as the high moves out to sea, we now get the north wind coming in behind it. Remember the anti-clockwise rule? The north wind is of course a lot warmer, especially inland, and then on the outlook chart, the next trough and front system approaches. This will be the hottest day of all, and that front will kick off a storm in the afternoon. Now the latest from the Weather Bureau, the boating forecast for Hervey Bay waters north to northeasterlies up to 20 knots tomorrow, and then north-northwesterlies reaching 25 knots on Sunday, settling down a tiny bit on Monday. Gari offshore, light northerly to start with, but it'll increase to 15 to 20 knots, then up to 20 to 25 knots on Sunday from the north-northwest and Monday as well. First up in the morning, we've got high tide, followed by a low tide around 6 hours later. The swing is starting to grow as we approach Thursday's new moon. The Wide Bay Burnet District, a fine and mostly sunny day. Bundaberg 18 to a warmer 29 degrees, Gympie 30, Hervey Bay 27, Maribor 29. And looking ahead for Bundaberg, chance of an afternoon thunderstorm on Monday, followed by dry and rather warm weather for the rest of next week. La Nina's still pumping, but we seem to be in a temporary rainfall lull. Tonight's photo was brought to you by our very own Laurel Adams, taken last Saturday from Mooloolaba. A shining example of what meteorologists call virga, rain that evaporates before reaching the ground, leaving a trail of angel's hair. Thanks, Laurel, and thank you all. Have a splendid weekend, and now it's back to the team.
Thank you, Liv. Good on you, mate. Have a wonderful weekend, won't you? Don't forget McHappy Day tomorrow, and we'll look forward to seeing you back on Monday night. Take care. Good night.